Hey guys, what is up? How are you guys all doing today? I'm feeling a little bit tired because I just woke up not too long ago, so I do apologize if I look like I'm a mess and if I'm a bit groggy and a little bit slow with my talking, but I'm gonna try to do the very best I can to make this as short and as concise of a video as possible. This video mainly is going to be giving you guys my, I guess you could say, post thoughts and my post reactions to the Beldum Pokemon GO Community event, which took place this past Sunday, October 21st, and I can honestly say, man, for me personally, in my own opinion, it was the biggest and the best community event that Niantic has ever had. I mean, it featured freaking shiny Beldum, one of the most badass looking shiny Pokemon that there is. That just gets even more and more cooler when it evolves into Metagross, And honestly, its shiny form is more than enough of a reason to get hyped for a community event like that, but the fact that it had Meteor Mash as a special event move whenever you evolved your Metang into Metagross, and making it, the most broken Steel type Pokemon that there is, like Prodigy's Nation, once again, big shout out to that man right there. He did a little battle simulation where he compared Meteor Mash Metagross with the Steel and Dragon legendary Dialga. And as it turns out, Meteor Mash Metagross actually outclasses and outperforms Dialga, which is a Steel-type freaking legendary Pokemon of all things. So I'm just like, man, you know that this is broken. You know that this Pokemon's gonna be broken. Therefore, this is a cannot-miss event. And believe me when I say, man, I was not gonna miss this event. No way in hell. But honestly, though, guys, I was both really excited and also really insanely nervous, too. I was really anxious, leading up to this event because, not just, for the event to be successful, I wanted this event to be a success, which it was, but I also wanted to make it the best video that I ever made here for Pokemon Go. I wanted, my Pokemon GO Beldum Community event to be the best video that I personally have ever made, at least as far as Pokemon Go content is concerned. And as it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, you guys ended up making that video as legendary as it is. And, here's the thing, okay? It's one thing for me to, make content for you guys, but it's another for, you guys to enjoy it. If you guys enjoy it, that is a big time bonus right there. And, all the love, all the interactions, all the support that video got, you guys made that video truly, truly legendary, and I got nothing but the utmost thanks for you guys. It was just, honestly, it's a video that means so much to me, guys, and honestly, I could go on all day telling you guys how much I appreciate and love you guys for making that video as awesome as it was. It was, without a doubt, my best community day video that I had made. And, the fact that you guys enjoyed it just kind of, backs up the notion that this was a video that, is not only is one of the best videos I've ever made personally, but, it's a video that I can honestly say that I am very, very proud of making for you guys. At first, I'm not going to lie, I was really nervous thinking, oh man, is this video going to be too long? Because, there was a lot of footage, a lot of things was going on that I had to, kind of review and, edit and all that stuff, because, I didn't want to add, like, so much filler on there to make the video, like, super, super long, but what I did, guys, is I added, the most action-packed and the most hyped parts. And, even my own brother, Jason, who is very critical of my videos, and I say that in a very good way, because I told him, I told him personally, it's like, listen, man, even if it hurts my feelings, I want you to be very critical in a constructive way when it comes to my videos. Like, be very nitpicky, make sure that there's no mistakes, no room for error and all that stuff. And, he enjoyed that video, and he himself said that this was one of the best videos I ever made. Action-packed, fast and furious, all that stuff, he actually put it in that term right there, fast and furious. I'm just like, yo, that's just absolutely awesome. So, honestly, this event right here, I would not change anything about it, not even, the fact that I missed out on 100% Beldum, that right there, I was not even fussed about it. I wasn't even fussed about it at all because I was having so much fun, having such a good time, and I was so focused on making this video for you guys that I didn't even care if I missed out on 100% Beldum. Like, sure, don't get me wrong, it would have been nice to encounter it on the video itself, but the thing is that, it spawned right at the beginning of the event, and it was communicated to me a little bit too late, because by the time I got to the area that it spawned at, it was already gone. It was 578 CP, so that's a hundo CP right there, but here's the thing, is that, you know, the silver lining in that situation was that I do have a 100% Beldum, which I then evolved into Metagross, off-screen I might add, but I evolved it into Metagross, and this was on my main, and this was in Halifax that I ended up getting it. Can't exactly remember it was like March or something like that, like of this year past, like, it was something that I wanted to wait for, because I was thinking, okay, with community days and all that stuff, because, you know, back then the concept of community day was still kind of newish and all that stuff, but I'm thinking, okay, like, you know, hopefully Beldum gets his own community day. You know, I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it ended up paying off. I honestly, though, to be perfectly frank, I should have added in evolving that 100% Metagross for you guys, in that video, but here's the thing, though, guys, is that with everything that took place, you know, I was just really happy that this event took place, and I was really happy that this event, you know, happened for me personally, because, you know, there was some stuff that kind of got in the way of this event from happening 100%, you know. Number one, I didn't have a drivable car to take myself to the event. I had to rely on friends, which, by the way, shout out to all of you guys, you know, Two Paws, Terrible Tundra, you know, all those guys, you know, hooking me up with a ride to downtown Halifax, and I want to say thank you guys for that. But, you know, also, you know, I had to work on the same day as Community Day, right? It was a night shift, but the thing is, though, is that, you know, the people that I work with, they are so bloody amazing. Like, seriously, they're absolutely awesome, you know. I know that, like, with everything that that happens, like, not just in work, but in life in general, you know, there's drama, and there's things that, you know, we have to deal with from time to time, but you know what, though, honestly, at the end of the day, I wouldn't change who I work with at all, you know. We all bring something different to the table when it comes to work, when it comes to personalities and stuff like that, and I love everybody that I work with, you know, frankly. Like, it's just honestly so amazing that what an amazing team that I have that I work with. I want to give a shout out to those guys. Like, seriously, like, you guys are absolutely amazing. The fact that you guys, you know, really saw how important this day was to me. You guys pulled through. You know, we ended up making some compromises, and, you know, I was willing to go with whatever options there was. And as it turns out, that option that you guys had allowed for me to take advantage of was the option that was going to not only make it so that I wouldn't miss out on work, but also be able to still do the event and have the time to not only, you know, kind of recuperate a little bit after the event, but also edit, you know, make the video for you guys. And which, by the way, my God, once again, thank you guys so very much for making that video as legendary as it was. Seriously, like, honestly, this is an event. This is not only an event that is going to go down in history as one of the best personal days for me, one of the best personal events, but also, you know, the video itself that came from it, without a doubt, is one of my favorite videos of all time, and I would not change a thing about it, because, you know, the fact that you guys really enjoyed it, and the fact that you guys, you know, supported it, and all that stuff, truly, thank you guys so very much for that. Like, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for believing in me, thank you for believing in the dream, and thank you for making the day of Beldum the best day that I've ever had in recent memory. It was truly something, it was truly a spectacle, and honestly, man, like, I want to say once again, thank you for, you know, making this day happen for me. Thank you for making it as successful as it was, you know, not just, you know, when it comes to being able to go to the event itself, you know, being able to have the amazing friends and the coworkers that I have to be able to help pull through, but also the video itself. The video itself was what I was really nervous about, you know. I was thinking, it's okay, like, this is going to be hit or miss. This is do or die, right? So I put my best foot forward when it came to making that video. Like, I put both of my best feet forward, you know, not just one, but both, right? And honestly, you know, as it turns out, the video turned out amazing. You know, you guys commenting, you guys loving it, and all that stuff. So, you know, looking back, it's like this was something that was worth all the time, all the preparation, all the sacrifice for. And truly, like, when this event started, man, I was really excited, but also, like I said, really nervous at the same time. Now, a little bit of a hiccup did take place at the beginning of the event. I normally would record my stuff with AZ Recorder, but AZ Recorder decided to be a pest and not work for me, so I had to go old school and use the YouTube gaming app, which, you know, by the way, later on towards the end of the event wasn't working for me. So I had to use the camcorder to kind of record record the screen to showcase my shiny catches as well. But even through those minor hiccups, we ended up pulling through and we ended up making one of the best videos ever. And thus, it was one of the best events ever. Now, after the event, I was on my way to work. I didn't have to work until 12, but I was like, well, you know what? There's no way in hell that I'm going to go home and sleep for a couple hours and then come back. There's a reason I had to pack and all that stuff. I had to pack my work clothes. So when I got to a place where I could, rest my eyes, where I could also edit my video as well, I gotta say, that right there was also really awesome. And you know what? It's like, just looking back, I wouldn't change a single thing about this event. Yes, I was really, really tired after the event, but you know what? That's the reason why there's energy drinks and caffeine and coffee and all that stuff, It's to pick you up and to kind of get you through the tired times of your days and or nights, right? And speaking of things like energy drinks and being tired and all that stuff, yesterday after everything had ended and, the dust had settled, I was absolutely exhausted. As soon as I got home from work, I was absolutely exhausted, and I crashed. I passed out, and I slept for almost 24 hours as a result, because in between, Saturday, when I woke up at 2 o'clock to when I got off work Monday morning at around 8, I had maybe about 5 hours of sleep. And I worked, 20 of those hours, and I also ended up, doing the event as well, which, required every single ounce of my energy that I could muster, every single ounce of energy that I had, and I even had to tap into my reserves to make it so that I could get through the event and still be the same, still be intense as ever, still be as crazy and as hyped as ever, man. I can honestly say, man, that everything was worth it. Every single bit of what took place before and after the event was worth it. And again, it's like, this event, I would not change a single thing about it. This event was my personal favorite. It was my best event. And honestly, I can say objectively as well, it was probably the best event that Niantic had ever put up. So I just want to say, thank you, Niantic. Thank you, Niantic, for giving us the Beldum Community Day, and thank you for giving me one of the best days that I've ever had in my life, and without a shadow of a doubt, the best Pokemon Go event that I've ever had as well. This was truly amazing, and I know that, guys, we give Niantic a lot of shit because there's a lot of things that, take place, a lot of glitches and stuff like that, and me personally, I've also given Niantic shit myself, in the past, but you know what, though, man, is Niantic does right, okay? Niantic does right every now and then, so I think, honestly, we should focus on that, too. Not just focus on exploiting the bad things that takes place, but we should also focus on taking advantage and, taking the time to give props where props is due and to give thanks where thanks is due. For every single thing that, ends up taking place, whether it's right and wrong, I'm just really thankful that we have a Pokemon Go game. I'm just really thankful that we have such an amazing Pokemon Go community. Honestly, this right here, despite the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows here, man, honestly, man, I'm just really happy and really thankful that I am a part of such an amazing community. Have such amazing friends, and also, once again, I just want to say thank you guys, thank you guys for everything. I am most certainly going to keep on doing this. I'm going to keep on doing Pokemon content for you guys, and honestly, it's this game has been active for, almost 2.5 years, and it hasn't shown any signs, really, of slowing down. I mean, it's shown signs of progression. Yeah, sure, it's you don't see people flooding the streets and, flooding, waterfronts and stuff like that, playing Pokemon Go on the daily and on the nightly and all that stuff, but when it comes to special things like events, this is just 2016 all over again, this is just 2016 where you couldn't even take your eyes off the road for, a second without, nearly bumping into someone and all that, right? So, I mean, I'm just really happy with the existence of this game. I'm just really happy with the community that came from this game as well. So I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys so very much for everything. Now, before I end things off here, I also want to give thanks to my brother. I spoke about him a few times in past videos and all that stuff, but really and truly, man, this guy right here, man, he is just... He is absolutely amazing when it comes to pulling through. And given how much this day meant to me, you know, speaking past tense now because the event is over, but given how much this event meant to me and all that stuff, he was willing to go out of his way and go hard. You know, like he lives in Singapore, so he was able to take advantage of the time zone thing when it came to this event. And honestly, though, he knew how much that this event meant to me and all that, so he ended up taking, you know, my accounts and his accounts, and he went absolutely hard at it. And as it turns out, you know, as you're seeing right beside me, he ended up getting me the coup de grace. He ended up getting me, you know, this, like, one of my end goals for this game. Now, just because I say end goal, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to stop playing. Hell no, I'm not going to stop playing this game. But the thing is, though, is that, you know, having a shiny 100% of your favorite Pokemon, man, like, I think that would be an end goal for anyone. If they end up getting a 100% shiny Pokemon that is their favorite. And it just so happens for me, as it turns out, it's shiny 100% Metagross with Meteor Mash. Like, it legit, it does not get better than that. Like, that is right there an accomplishment that I had long since dreamed for, and now has finally become reality. I feel like I've won the championship with that, but it's something that I don't want just for myself. So I want to dedicate that victory to each and every single one of you. Want to dedicate it to my coworkers, want to dedicate it to my friends, want to dedicate it to my brother as well. You know, this is a big deal for me personally. So, you know, I can honestly say that this wouldn't have happened without everyone, you know, without everyone's support, everyone's love. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video off right here because I feel like that this video kind of did go on a little bit longer than it should have. I did say I was going to keep everything short and concise and to the point here, so I did the best I could with being on the spot and all that stuff. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do have a montage I want to share with you guys here to end the video off here, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and have yourself a good day. Much love to you all. I'll see you next time.
You believe in me the way I believe in you. From the bottom of the totem pole, only way to go is up, and I ain't never growing old. Only way to open doors is turn the key and hope I'm on dead broke, but my ambitions will not be sold. So put away the price tag, down and out, but I promise I'll be right back. I couldn't break it, I wouldn't make it without a little bit of hope. They told me just hang tight, but at the end of my rope, so I had to let go. Wherever we end up is better than before. You ain't alone when you feeling like you wrong for going against the grain. It's a shame some don't know what's capable inside us all. I mean that truly, looking for a happy ending, nothing from a movie, cause the characters are real and the set is always moving, and the script is what we say, so watch what you're doing. And from the top to the bottom, won't stop till we got it all good. Do you believe in me? From the start to the finish, who knows where we headed, I don't know. Do you believe in me? From wherever we are to any place on, I can only hope you believe in me the way I believe in you. I scribbled this on some loose leaf with barely any strength, so you couldn't see the blue ink bleeding through the page. I'm afraid of what I might say. Might be one word off and it not be the right way. And they looking for perfect, but I'm no such thing, so it ain't really working. Guilty as charged would have to be the verdict, but it's harder to quit. Yeah, that one thing is certain, so believe in me, cause I believe in you. Put down the front, we can all see through. Reflection in the mirror don't have to be your enemy. I'll read every message that's been ever sent to me. I thank you all now for what it's really meant to me. For those who say I'm dope, but actually my remedy for my insanity, a tad bit of clarity sets into motion, letting y'all know. Do you believe in me? From the top to the bottom, won't stop till we got it all good. Do you believe in me? From the start to the finish, who knows where we headed, I don't know. Do you believe in me? From wherever we are to any place on, I can only hope you believe in me the way I believe in you. Do you believe Beyblades on.